ॐ सहनाववतु सहनौ भुनक्तु सह वीर्यङ्करवावहै तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहैः। ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः। ॐ नमो ब्रह्मादिभ्यो ब्रह्मविद्यासम्प्रदायकर्तृभ्यो वंश ऋषिभ्यो महद्भ्यो नमो गुरुभ्यः। ॐ निधे सर्वविद्यानां विषजे भवरोगिणां गुरवे सर्वलोकानां दक्षिणामूर्ते नमः। ॐ ये मे गुरुः पूर्वं पदवाक्यप्रमाणतः व्याख्याता सर्ववेदान्ताः नित्यं प्रणतोऽस्म्यहम्। ॐ श्रुतिस्मृतिपुराणानामालयं करुणालयं नमः भगवत्पादं शङ्करं लोकशङ्करम्। ॐ समस्तब्रह्मविद्याचार्येभ्यो नमः। अथर्वऋषये नमः, मण्डूकमहर्षये नमः, गौडपादाचार्यवर्याय नमः, आदिशङ्करद्गुरवे नमः, अस्मद्गुरुभ्यो नमः। अथ अथर्ववेदान्तर्गतमाण्डुक्योपनिषदः शान्तिमन्त्रः। ॐ भद्रं कर्णेवे शृणुयाम देवाः भद्रं पश्येमाक्षभिर्यजत्राः स्थिरैरङ्गैस्तुष्टुवागुंसस्तनूभिः व्यशेम देवहितं यदायुः। स्वस्ति न इन्द्रो वृद्धश्रवाः स्वस्ति न पूषा विश्ववेदाः स्वस्ति नस्तार्क्ष्यो अरिष्टनेमिः स्वस्ति नो बृहस्पतिर्दधातु। ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः। अथ चतुर्थप्रकरणम् अलातशान्तिप्रकरणम् 67th मंत्र। ओम उभैः अन्योन्य दृश्येते किं तदस्तीति नोच्यते लक्षणाशून्यमुभयम् तन्मतेनैव गृह्यते। In these slokas of Karikas in the Alatha Shanti, the position of the Atma, the position of the Chitta, and in the Chitta, the position of the Jiva. Jiva means the perceiver or experiencer, and the world experienced at its gross and subtler level. Their positions are in a specific Spashta Rupa explained. In that, only two things. One, in reality, actually, they are not there. Second, they are there only because you are thinking, you are imagining, you are trying to make them appear or appear real. That's why they are there. But actually, they are not there. Then, when they are not there, what is there? What is there is only one without second, Parabrahma Tattva, Parama Atma. And this is heard now. Now, still we have either lot of doubts, also we have still the reality value given to the Dvaita Jagat only. Then how can we experience Advaita Atma? That is why the necessity of deep contemplation and mananam to deeply understand not only the presence of one without second Atma, but also we must understand that it is the projected world of multiplicity that which is binding us. Well, unless we transcend it and enter into one without second self, we will never be happy or liberated. In these things, we have to get the pakad, the hold, the catch, the conviction. Then the real sadhana starts. At that time, we will see the struggle. What is the meaning of Maya? What is the meaning of vasanas? What is the mind? What is the outer world attraction? What are the habits of the senses? Their power on us. All of that time you start experiencing. Then each of those also, when we keep on conquering, slowly we reach to the level of Adi Shankara and Karika Kara, where other than Brahma Tattva, neither they are seeing the upadhis of their own, nor therefore upadhi imagined the entire gross world, nor the attractions, repulsions in them, nor ragadvesha, nor running behind them as the karta, nor getting them as bhokta. Remember, karta bhi imagination hai, भोक्ता भी इमेजिनेशन है, कर्म भी इमेजिनेशन है, कर्म फल भी इमेजिनेशन. और स्थूल कर्म का कर्ता कहो या मेकिंग somebody as a friend वाले कर्म का कर्ता कहो, all of them are true at one untrue imaginary level. One can be away with them and establish himself permanently. That's a permanent solution. But when you come from that solution permanent and are in the relative world, please remember, sukha jitna hoga, dukha bhi utna hoga. You can't have only one thing. Like the children all came from Ukraine. Very happy, safely came. But all their luggage, all their good things, they have to leave there. Their education also, they left and came. So saath mein dukha bhi hai. That boy yesterday, he wanted to bring his dog also. Somehow it was allowed. Pet ko chhod kar nahi aana. You would have suffered otherwise. How many must be suffering after coming home that, oh, I left this thing, that thing, education and all. Everywhere in the world of relativity, जितना सुख है उतना दुख है, दोनों न्यूट्रल होते हैं. That's why भगवान made जन्म and वर्ण, रात और दिन, सुख और दुख, शत्रु मित्र, सब है दुनिया में. If you want it one, you get the other also. Like if you play the play for play's sake, you are always happy. If you play the play for winning sake, remember you will be a loser also. If not today, it's tomorrow. Okay. Now this shloka is so gambhira, so complete for our understanding. We chanted it. We saw the bhashyam also. Again, I say. So jiva chitte ubhe. Jiva means the jivas which are seen in the dream as well as in the waking when you have gone into dasha disha, 10 directions. When you go, like charan jagarite sthane or swapne charan dikshvai dasha sustitan andajan svedan vavi jivan pashyadyan sada. That was the shloka. एक्चुअली ना ये उपनिषद कैसा पढ़ना है, सुबह 5 से 6 तक यू शुड रटो दिस उपनिषद मंत्रास एंड भाष्य. देन आफ्टर दैट लिटिल ब्रेक 7 से 8 8:30 तक every mantra literal meaning bhashya I must teach you. Then from 9 after breakfast 11 to 1 12:30 you have to do malanam chintanam of that. Then evening 4 to 5:30 there should be a question answer session on that to become very clear about any doubts and then revision of that again next day. That is how fully when we are engrossed in trying to thoroughly digest the Mandukya Upanishad with Karikas and Bhashya, then we are true students. And accordingly we get the benefit of knowledge also. But now क्या है, हम इतने टेक्स्ट कर रहे हैं और उस साथ में we are still at the level of grossness, importance given to the world, which is taking away our subtlety. Therefore हमको इतना ही फल मिलेगा इस बार. But ये ट्रायल है. No, this proves to us that intensely I have to involve single pointedly, not giving chance to anything else which distract me. That way, when I go, the benefit which I get out of knowledge of Mandukya Upanishad is nowhere else I can get. With that conviction, 1 year, 2 years spend only on that. जन्म धन्य हो जाएगा, ज्ञान पूरा मिल जाएगा. Then doing the abhyasa of the jnana entire life is that for that purpose only. When you are doing abhyasa, naturally you will get the result of it. You know, when you do the vairagya abhyasa, you are free from raga dvesha. When you are doing japa abhyasa, you get that concentration. When you do the upasana abhyasa bhakti, you will enjoy the devotion and his rewards. Every abhyasa gives its own result. When you do the dhyana abhyasa, from the sthula to the sukshma, we enter. That is later on. It's in our hand. For doing it convincingly, we have to be convinced about laksha and marga. And that is what we are doing here. We can do in that way intensely. But now we are doing at our own possible level. But at least little we are understanding. So after giving this introduction, so chitta, jiva, chitte, ubhe. Jivas all are seen in the dream. Where are they? They are in the chitta of the dreamer. So too, I'm seeing all the jivas around me. Where are all they? In the chitta of me, the waker. So my chitta and the jivas are the beings, things and beings which are seen by me through my chitta. Okay, the chitta alone is seeing the jivas. The jivas means other seen things. The chitta alone is me again, the seer. And there's another seer, purer, called pure consciousness. Again, he alone in his own ignorance appearing as chitta. So, let me take a minute to explain to you clearly. Paramatma is there, chitta is there. In the chitta, one aspect is knower, another is known. The knower is I. I am also content of the chitta only. I am also content of the chitta only that I thought it is. And I become knower of the world through the medium of Manabuddhi. So the world is here only subtle thing here. That's called in the Jiva Rupa I have seen. So when I go to a airport, railway station, so I'm seeing so many beings there. So all those beings, where are they seen by me? In my chitta only. And little deeper Vedantic thought, which people are there outside is irrelevant. Which have entered into your chitta, that alone is relevant. And already this is what is proved time and again. This topic also is for that only. Are those people whom we have seen the railway station airport, are they real? Whether they are far off, whether they are nearby, whether they are sitting next to you, whether they giving dhakka to you, they are stampeding you. No, so many levels you contact the people. Where are they? You know the answer for it is they are in the chitta only. Then you have to bring the concept of your purushartha and prarabdhas. That's so because of you, the jiva, which itself is illusory, because you are on prarabdha, you came into this deha, and you have to get your kicks from that source. Therefore, those people are encountering at that time. And once that anubhuti is over, you will never meet again. Like these life's friends. Where are they next level? Not we. ये पिछले जन्म के माता पिता भाई बहन किधर है? None of them with all your ownership of property, एक चीज भी याद नहीं है क्योंकि उसका उधर ही खत्म किया. But deep impressions, deep maturities are continuous things, therefore they come to us. So first to understand the things that are seen are in the chitta and the chitta, these two. Chitta and jiva. Jiva chitta ube means chitta and chaitya. When chitta is a container, chaitya is a contained. Content is the things and beings which I am seeing. There can be non-living things also, they can be living beings. Ube anyonya drushye, itara gamye. They are anyonya drushye. They are mutually dependent. Because of one the other, because of the other the one. They cannot be independent. First hold on to that point. How do you say? Jiva adi vishaya apekshami chittam nama bhavati. Without any of the jivas that are seen or the objects are seen, there is nothing called a chitta validated. This is what we explained yesterday. कुछ ना कुछ चित्त में वृत्ति होना है. वृत्ति कोई व्यक्ति का होगा, कोई वस्तु का होगा. Without the vritti, chitta cannot be there. That is what the next stage. That with all effort, when you remove the vrittis from the chitta, chitta becomes chitta. You do it, you will get an experience. Don't ask then why the chitta has got vritti. Again, we say it's ignorance, it's vasanas. There are catalysts to explain to the question you ask to satisfy you. In reality, what is there? Only self. Neither chitta is there, nor vasanas are there, nor the vrittis are there, not the world. वो अल्टीमेट ट्रूथ है. लेकिन आप दिख रहे हो, इस लेवल में दिख रहा है आपको, इसलिए आपको एक्सप्लेन करना पड़ता है. That is the highest Vedanta. Like huge rains are happening. So how the rains are happening when you ask? To satisfy you, all the things are told right from the evaporation of water from the ocean becoming condensed and becoming the clouds, then slowly getting melted and coming. ये सब बताना पड़ता है आपको. But when you go to the tattva drushti level, there is no ocean, there is no sun, there is no water sucked up, there is no cloud formation, there is no rain. Just like dream rain, just like rain in the movie. That is what we have to achieve in the waking plane. That's called Vedantic Jnana. सब कुछ होते हुए कुछ नहीं हो रहा. That's called Vedanta. और नहीं दिखते हुए सिर्फ परमात्मा ही है. ये दूसरा पार्ट है वेदांत का. So to sort out to that level of the self in the process of logical inquiry, first step was you are seeing the world. Second is the world is seen in your chitta. Okay? There are two things, your chitta and the world in the chitta. Okay? Now they are anyonya drushye. That is the main point you have to come to. That means what? Itara gamye. They are mutually conditioned depending. What do you mean to say? How chittam jiva adi vishapeksham hi chittam nama bhavati. Some or the other vritti vishesha of the vyakti or vastu of the jagat must be there, then only chitta is validated. Second one is what? Chitta apeksham is jivadi drishyam. And without chitta, the drishya jagat cannot be there of the world or the jivas, whomever I am seeing. Here the word jiva means not the jiva bhava in me. The jiva means all the things and beings which I have seen when I went to 10 directions. Like when you go to zoological park. Is it not? You will see the jiva. There, the jiva means not you, the seer. So many jivas. In each of the chamber, different animals are there. If you are bored of the animals and if you want to see a better animal, look at the people who are coming there to see. So, आपको एक पैसे से दोनों मिल जाते. People, others also look at us. So many jivas cannot be without chitta. Chitta cannot be with the jiva. Jiva means perceptions, perceived objects. ये दोनों पकड़ो. Third line is important. तस्मात् न किंचिदस्ति इति उच्यते चित्तं वा चित्त इक्षणीयं वा. Therefore, the chitta and chitta ikshniya करके independent things they are not there. Now, this has to be explained by bringing some high level of spiritual philosophical thoughts. I'll try one or two. Try to listen. If possible, you understand. One is like light, pure. It has got VI, VGO, YOR. Now, how many color shades are there in this world with the combination of them? Millions. But all millions are unreal. Why? Because they can't exist independently. Means only in the combination of the different these VI, BG, YOR, they are there. Otherwise, they are not there. This is the grossest explanation. Logic. Second is what? Tree. Tree is a solid thing which is a component of independent parts. In those independent parts, each one depends on other. Listen carefully. Each one depends on other, therefore neither each of the part of the tree nor the total tree is real. Because tree cannot be without the root, trunks and branches. Any of these components cannot be with the tree. So can you prove any one of them independent of the other? No. Therefore, independent prove नहीं कर रहे हो तो वो नहीं है. That is what logic. But दिख रहा है ना, combination में दिख रहा है. That is in व्यवहार. We are not talking about Vyavahara, Sukha Dukha, Labha Hani. We are thinking about the reality of them in this particular context of Mandukya's Alatha Shanti. Our proof is that only, na, that even though you experience something, still it is unreal. Like you experience a dream in dream. When you wake up, it is unreal or not? If it is unreal now, it was unreal that time also. But you took up as real. That's how it was samsara. When you woke up, there was no dream. That's called mukti from dream. जो चीज दिख रहा है उसको एक्सेप्ट करना वेदांत नहीं होता. दिखने के बावजूद भी you have to know that it is not there. Even experiencing, still it is not there. Why? Experiences are always at the upadhi level. Upadhi means conditioning. Conditioning means an imposed thing. That imposition is for no reason. That's called as maya. Remove all of that. What you see is only one Paramatma. So two examples I gave, the colors. So too the tree. Now there is nothing called as branches, leaves, roots, trunk. Namak independent things. So too there is nothing called as tree. Even though you see the tree, you eat the fruits of the tree, you sit on the branch of the tree, still the tree is not there from the absolute standpoint. Why? This is the logic. They are mutually dependent. Two mutually dependent things which cannot independently live are said to be not living independently. Therefore, not living means not there. So, because of the chitta, the jivas are seen. Because of the seen jivas, the chitta is there. In other words, chitta cannot be without the seen jivas. In other words, chitta cannot be without the jivas cannot be without the chitta cannot be without the jiva. Therefore, the without को छोड़ो तो cannot मिल लग जाता है. Means there is nothing called chitta nor called as jiva. Jiva means the perceived things. In reality, in the highest logic level, what is there in and through them is one conscious self. That is not known as it is. That is why the chitta, the vrittis, in the vritti, the objects are present because of the ignorance of the self. You understanding now Vedanta more subtly? Like light is flowing, you have kept your hand. Therefore, the shadow of the hand is seen. The shadow of the hand is not a real substantial thing. It is a blockade of the light's flow. Is it not? Therefore, neither you can talk about the shadow as it is real nor it is unreal. It is not there at all. It is only a conditional expression. Remove the hand, shadow is gone. So too it is our thoughts, our imaginations, our own vasanas which are creating the world. Otherwise, in reality, what is there is light alone. Light is Atma Chaitanya. No, this is a very sublime, subtle thought. Unless for many, many lives we do Shravana Manna Chintana, this level of understanding neither is caught nor we accept it. Because if we accept it, entire Vyavahara goes away. That is going to be the next topic. देन बुरा व्यवहार चला जाएगा मेरा। आप ऐसा बात कर रहे हो तो गुरु, अरे बेटा वही तो कह रहे हैं, व्हाट इज देयर इज परमात्मा, देयर इज नो व्यवहार, नो नो आई कांट लिव व्यवहार, देन यू कैन नेवर गेट आत्मा। व्यवहार में आत्मा नहीं होता है, क्योंकि आत्मा में व्यवहार नहीं होता है। जहाँ व्यवहार होता है वो अनात्मा में होता है। In the Atma, there is no need to Vyavahara. It is infinite, it is blissful. There is no need, no possibility of it. अज्ञान में ही व्यवहार होती है, बट वी आर caught up in व्यवहार and we are getting the small little pleasures. We take that alone is final. Therefore, we are not able to leave it. Therefore, we are not coming here. That's why thousand times when you listen about the presence of Paramatma being infinite bliss and liberated state, that we may incline to go towards that. At that time, again the problem comes. I am not able to leave the world. Then Viveka Vairagya Abhyasas are told. When you do that, slowly withdraw from it, go towards it. That is why it takes time. You have to understand the theme, it takes time. So he said, Chitta cannot be without the objects perceived. Perceived objects cannot be without Chitta. So what is the conclusion of it? Conclusion is both of them are not there. If you are able to catch this point, you are becoming subtler Vedanti. So in reality, you don't accept. In Vyavahara, you accept. Vedanti never objects for the Vyavahara. हम कहते हैं रहने दो व्यवहार में, but in reality नहीं है. So what is the point? व्यवहार को रियलिटी वैल्यू नहीं देना और सफर नहीं होना. रियलिटी को भूल मत जाना उस चक्कर में. Don't forget the reality, don't give reality to the unreal. That's what Vedanta wants. No, it's like his Russian president asking. Simple. Don't join NATO, don't be friend with EU, and then just give me permission to lead you. Itna karo, I will not destroy your Nagari. This fellow also says, give us independence, you go away from our city. And he's saying yesterday, we are not terrorists, we are not criminal, we don't have negative ambition. We are simpletons, we are living in our country. Why are you troubling us? Very wonderful sentence of that president. You know, you have to be very observant. तो यहाँ भी क्या कहा जा रहा है, अनरियल को अनरियली मानो, व्यवहार चाहिए तो थोड़ा कर लो, व्यवहार ही जिंदगी में मत बनाना, सफर करोगे. Like a kami makes kama is life, so he suffers. Krodhi makes krodha is life, he suffers. Understand? A dhanika or dhanavan makes dhana is life, he suffers. So too we are making the world as real suffering. We are making deha as real suffering. We are making indriya mana buddhi as real suffering. We are making jiva as real and suffering. Whereas neither they are real nor suffering is real. Like an actor is given the role and made to act and suffer in that. है ही नहीं है, लेकिन बनाया, फिर उसको रोल दिया, उसको डायलॉग दिया, फिर उसको ग्लिसरीन लगाया, फिर रोने लगा. This is what again and again when you think, that strongly embedded vasanas and reality came into the world, slowly gets loosened away. To that extent, you start ecstasy, joy, because sukha, ananda, positive is alag baat. ये दुख राहित्य में जो सुख है वो भी एक मजेदार बात. दुख राहित्य से जो शांति मिलती है, that itself is a great achievement. So तस्मात् न किंचिद अस्ति इति उच्यते, चित्तं वा चित्त ईक्षणीयं वा. So किम तदस्ति इति विवेकिना उच्यते. When the Viveki is asked, therefore what is the conclusion of these two sentences is, neither chitta nor chaitya, both of them are not there in reality. इति विवेकिना उच्यते. Now example, नहीं स्वप्ने हस्ति हस्ति चित्तं वा विद्यते. First you understand it. तथा इह अपि विवेकिनाम इति अभिप्रायः. So you had a dream experience. In the dream there is a hathi. Then we gave you the logic that there is no real hathi, but that the chitta of the dreamer only. That is what is explained. Now where are you? You are in front of the Guru in the waking plane. Now from the waking plane standpoint, you tell me, is that hathi real? No. Is the chitta of the hathi real from this standpoint? नो, तो चित्त नहीं है, हाथी नहीं है. This is what the most solid thing, when we have to deeply contemplate, when we can, then we try to catch it. So you had an experience of elephant when you went to safari, South Africa, in the dream. In the waking, we can't go because all flights are, under rules. Still because of corona and all. सबकी दृष्टि युद्ध में चली गई अभी. कोरोना पता नहीं कहाँ भाग गया. 6,000 केसेस इंडिया yesterday, 7,000. कहाँ 4 लाख था एक महीने पहले. क्या है, माया है ना, बदलता रहता है. So you went to South Africa or someplace in a dream. So there they took you in that car, saying Hathi mere sathi. So you enjoyed all. So we are explaining in the waking plane. In fact, in dream, the dream Hathis are also dream chitta only. Chitta of the dreamer. Oh, वहाँ का explanation. Now when you wake up, both chitta and chaitya. Chitta is the chitta of the dreamer. Chaitya is the Hathi which is seen. Hathi could have not been seen by without Chitta. Chitta cannot be without seeing Hathi or looking for Hathi. दोनों नहीं है. You catch this point when you wake up. That's how millions of dreams have gone away, come and gone, but none of them are valued. In the same way, thousands of births we have taken, and in every birth, thousand type relativities we had, none of them stayed back. Why? Because it's unreal. रियल होता तो रह जाना चाहिए ना. और जो भी रहता है आपने रियल मानकर पकड़ के रखा, इसलिए रहा है वो. द मोमेंट यू लिव इट गॉन, जस्ट लाइक एनी रिलेशन. यू कैन रिलीव, पीपल लिव. समटाइम इट इज सो सरप्राइजिंग. इतने प्यार करके शादी की, हाउ कम दे आर लिविंग एंड गोइंग ईच अदर, छोड़कर तलाक ले रहे. यू फील सरप्राइज्ड, बट फॉर देम दैट इज अ सॉल्यूशन ओनली. हाउ कम इट बिकेम सॉल्यूशन टू देम? बिकॉज दैट बॉन्ड वाज नॉट सो रियल. दैट्स सो नो बॉन्डेज इज रियल, because the duality itself is unreal. That's what with every death Bhagavan is proving. Not death of me. The people who are dying in front of me, where are they now to talk to the people who they left behind? And the people who left behind, do they have any contact with them? Nahi hai. Then after 5 years, do they remember at all? The ones who have survived? Very vaguely. And the gone fellow to abhi bhi 10 बार जन्म लिया होगा. That's why in that Jiva Vacha in Bhagavad Purana, when Naraji called that Jiva, telling that they are your parent, they are suffering, they want you to come back, he said, which parent you are talking? Inko chhodne ke baad, I got 100 births. If I hold on to every parent and family, I will never evolve only. Then that Jnanodayam came to them. Hiranyakashipu tells this story in 7th Skanda to his Hiranyaksha's wife and children. Jiva Uvacha. Earlier also it comes. 5th or some other skanda also. Now these are the higher realities, higher truths. Our intellect will have to rise to listen to them and accept. That's called evolution. Evolution is exposing intellect for the higher realities and truths, accepting them, having understood, and living them. So, Swapna mein Hathi ka example, Lyanu extend. You have gone in the dream for a oceanic riding, in that yachting, whatever. So, that oceanic yachting cannot be without chitta. Chitta cannot be without such thing at that moment. When you wake up, neither ocean, nor that instrument, nor you are sitting on that, nor surfing through that wave is real. Remember, the entire dream is a huge world only. In the dream, you can see sun, moon, star, the cosmos. You can see even planet, their motion. In the dream, you may have even the eclipses that are coming. In the dream also, you can have Russia, Ukraine war or any other country war. It's better to have a dream of China-Pakistan war. दोनों खत्म हो जाए. India is safe. Hmm? In dream, you can have murders, you can have birth, you can do lot of seva, you can do cheating and all of that. You can eat wonderful food in different parties. You can be a beggar without food also. बोलो, हाउ मेनी मिलियंस ऑफ ड्रीम्स ऑफ दिस सॉर्ट हैव कम टू ऑल द पीपल? उनमें से कितने सच है? कोई भी नहीं है. Now that should be a parameter for us to accept that compared to the absolute truth, the entire the huge world which is appearing, how much ever it is huge, but it is only appearance, not real. Just like 140 manzila building banaya. It is so appearing real, but it is not real because it is component of those parts. Like in the Ukraine war, when so many bombings are done, all the great buildings are broken. Why they are broken? Because unreal. With army attack they are broken. It can be broken in many other ways. ये भूकंप में से भी हो जाता है, फ्लड्स में भी हो जाता है, लॉन्ग टाइम के बाद बारिश से भी होएगा, विंड से भी होएगा. Any of these means will prove that it is unreal because it will not withstand. हम अब फिलहाल ये रीजन देख रहे हैं कि रशिया इज अटैकिंग एंड इट इज हैपनिंग होलसेल. Whether it is retail or wholesale, whether it is because bombing or earthquake. These means are secondary, but primary is what? Their buildings are unreal. That way, any building of the any world is unreal. In such a way, world itself is unreal. And at a higher Vedantic level of deep contemplation, you will see the entire gross is unreal. What is it? Subtle. More, go beyond, even the subtle also is unreal. Only one thing is real, Parabrahma Tattva. अब पता चला ना धीरे धीरे what is Vedanta. And this we generally don't talk when we talk Upanishads and Gita because there we are more busy in conveying the literal meaning, some jokes, some examples, some vyavaharik benefit, and we are happy with that. गीता से मेरे को पैसे मिल गए. अरे बेवकूफ, गीता पैसे के लिए थोड़ी है, तो मोक्ष के लिए है. गीता से मैंने मैरिज को बिजनेस को बढ़ाया बिकॉज ऑफ गीता समझे कंट्रोल माय एंगर. नॉनसेंस. गीता इज नॉट फॉर ऑल दो, इट इज फॉर गिविंग मोक्ष ज्ञान. But then it is useful and we are satisfied. Therefore, the listener is satisfied with that, and speaker wants listeners. Therefore, he will satisfy them. So it's only an entertainment. But if you study the Mandukyadi, now you will know what our Upanishad Shastras are talking about, the absolute reality in which neither cause nor grass, subtle nor grass are there. Do you have the guts to reach to that? Even the guts to feel to reach to that. Then you have to sacrifice these three. You must be ready for it. But the bliss there also is so great. That's why you can see people who are spiritually growing at the cost of the grossness. You can see them more joyful. That is why we become devotees to them and do namaskar. जो विषय वस्तुओं को छोड़ा है उसको हम रेस्पेक्ट करते हैं. द वन वाज गिवन अप देहदाध्यात्म इज मोर ग्रेटर. जिन्होंने इंद्रिय मनोबुद्धि तादात्म्य छोड़ा इज अल्टीमेट. जिन्होंने ईगो को डिसॉल्व किया दिस ग्रेटेस्ट डिवोटी. एंड द वन हु रियलाइज द रियल सेल्फ, ये तो सबसे बड़े. It's everybody's choice, everybody's ultimate dharma also. Are you ready for it? अभी नहीं, बाद में. That means you are more samsari, not convinced. So the Shastra Satsang slowly gives us the conviction that let me shift completely from this life to that life. Till that happens, the only way is regular satsang, by the way. So both of them are not there. Example, na hi swapne hasti chittam va vidyate tata iha api vivekina. Not for aviveki. The deepest vivek of this highest level that one was able to do to him, like the dream mein dream chitta, dream heart is not there. So to the waking way, waking chitta and waking world are not there. World cannot be without my chitta, chitta cannot be without the world. They are so mutually dependent, therefore independently they are not there. When independently they are not there, they are not there. क्योंकि इंडिपेंडेंट है तो ही है. बट दिख रहा है, अनुभव में आ रहा है, वो तुम्हारे वासनाओं के कारण, तुम्हारे कर्मों के कारण. उसका अलग डिस्कशन प्लान है. इज इट नॉट लाइक रशिया? वन साइड टॉकिंग फॉर पीस एंड ऑल, अनदर साइड इट इज ऑलरेडी शूटिंग द बॉम्ब्स आल्सो. इसका अलग है, उसका अलग है. It's a diplomacy, is it not? He is attacking also, he is talking also, he is threatening the NATO also, he is again taking the help of the Bulgaria, etc. assistants also. जिसका अपना जगह उसका वैसा है. सिर्फ व्यवहार का अलग व्यवहार है. You may experience it, but where, like, did you not experience in the dream? These things, first time we are is listening, therefore it appears to be difficult or impossible. But somewhere, you start feeling it. Yeah, Maki, yeah. That's what every time when you say the apple I am eating is unreal, immediately the question comes, how come I am touching it, I am washing it, I am cutting it, eating? And my question is, didn't you do it in the dream also? Yeah, but is it real? No, same way. Then where is this apple tree and treat apple to the tree and cutting the apple and putting it in the mouth, chewing, and all of them are happening. All of them are happening really in unreality, really in your own ignorance. Like what is expressing as apple, Paramatma only, self only. What is expressing as tree, that is self also. What is expressing as your own Dehendra Manabuddhi, that is also Paramatma. What is expressing is the action of cutting the tree or cutting the fruit and all, who is Ishvara. And what is expressing as even eating and all, who is same Paramatma Shakti. So other than him, there is nothing anywhere. Bhagavan Sarva means this. This is what we said in Telugu talk for 15 minutes. Sarva of Bhagavan doesn't mean, like I told them, a tree example I gave in the Telugu class, Lord is Vyapta in the tree is not, doesn't mean only in the physical tree. Lord is Vyapta in tree means what? He is there in the roots, also in the activity of the roots when it sucks the water. Lord is permeating in the tree means he is there in the leaves and also in the activity of the leaves of photosynthesis. That is the meaning of presence of Lord's. Like Lord is there in me means what? I give this as an example. He is there in me, in my buddhi, and in my buddhi's action of knowledge. He is there in me, in the mind, and its action of emotions. He is that emotion also is he only. He is there in my indriyas, and in the indriya work also is there. That's how it is said. Bhagavan is there in the sun and also in the light of the sun and also in the heating aspect and illuminating aspect of the sun. What is there is Bhagavan only. ऐसा मत कहो भगवान सूर्य में है तो सूर्य में है, उनकी कांति कौन है, फिर उनकी हीट कौन है? All that put together is the meaning of Bhagavan Sarvavyapakata. Like gold is there in the idol, Sri Ramji. What is the meaning of it? In every part of the Rama idol, gold is there. In whatever the pose the Rama idol is standing, that also gold only. He may be Dhanurbana Yukta or he may be seated. So when you look at Rama, पूछते हैं अब राम जी क्या कर रहे हैं? बैठे हुए, क्योंकि मुद्रा बैठने की है. So that बैठना वाला भी गोल्ड का ही है कि नहीं? और खड़े हैं राम जी, उधर खड़ा होना भी उनका ही है. He has lifted धनुर्बाण, वो भी है. सीता स्वयंवर हो रहा है. All are gold only व्याप्त in that. In the same way, the dravyata, only the thing we take when we say the Lord is permeating. Not only dravya, even kriya. Not only kriya, even jnana. All that is he only. That is a permeability. When he is only permeating everything, then where are all these standing? That's what we are saying. They are not there. They are in the ignorance of the Paramatma Tattva. Ignorance of Paramatma Tattva, when you don't know him as he is, these are all. And we gave Asha our insistence for them. Avesha कहते हैं ना, यावदेर फलावेशः, that Avesha made it become real. And when you go on this way thinking, all the unreality of the things we come to know. That is Vedanta. It looks to be bitter in the beginning, but later on, it not only takes away sukhas, but more importantly, it takes away all the dukkha. Then that leads to the knowledge of presence of one Paramatma. From this logic's help, you can dismantle everything from its reality to unreal. कुछ भी real नहीं है भाई. No relations are real. No dehendriya manobuddhi adi are real. Why? They are not permanent. They are only apparent. That's what we are saying right from the Ishavasya onwards. अब जाकर in Mandukya, we are able to little subtly apprehend. And simple explanation. I can't give up relativity because through them I am getting Ananda. How do you get Ananda from them with relativity? Because you think you are Dehendriya. At this relative level, the small little sukha, you are seeking it, you are not able to live it, and unless you live it, the subtle identity of the self cannot happen. Therefore, you have to forego your sukha of the Dehendriyadi, then only you can forego the vastu of the Jagat, then only you can rise above the Upadhi, then only you can seize the reality. But we are not interested क्योंकि उसकी महिमा हमको नहीं पता और इसकी गड़बड़ हमको नहीं पता. That's why through the dosha drushti we are proved the world is only dukkha, and through the guna drushti we are told that Paramatma alone is Ananda. And the one who listens this 1,000 times, slowly dukkhatmaka jagat he wants to give up, and sukhatmaka Paramatma he wants to achieve. He is called pure spiritual seeker. एंड ऐसे लोग करोड़ों में एक ही होते हैं. कश्चित धीरः प्रत्यगात्मानम् ऐक्षत. All others are happy grossly, subtly, causally. Causal happiness is in sleep, subtle happiness is in dream and imagination, gross happiness in the waking world. And people are all misguided by such people only. We are in that. Think more and more. It takes lot of energy, lot of time. Vedanta vichara. Then, tata iha api vivekinam iti abhiprayaha. Now, can you tell us some other logic? Katham? See, lakshana shunyam. Lakshana shunyam is a word used by Karikakara. And Bhashakara took the responsibility of explaining that word as well as its meaning in that context, purpose in the context, to we who are wanting to understand Karikas. That became the Bhashya. So Lakshana Shunyam means Lakshate Anaya iti Lakshana. That because of which the thing is seen, that is called as Lakshana. In other words, other context, therefore it's called Pramanam. Therefore Lakshana Shunyam is equal to Pramana Shunyam. So there is no pramana or lakshana to prove the existence of chitta and chaitya. Therefore, they are not there. Interesting point. So, pramana shunyam ubhayam chittam chaityam dvayam yataha. No, I tell you, in the dream, now after waking up, what is the weight of that apple? What is the size of that apple? आप measure करके बताओ. We talked about the apple eaten in the dream, no? Or the hathi. Hathi of the dream. What is the weight of the hathi? What is the height of the hathi? What is the rang of the hathi? All these pramanas are not there. You can't measure and say. अगर कोई बोल रहा है तो झूठ है क्योंकि तुमने तोला ही नहीं उसको. तोला है तो वो स्वप्न का ही तुलना भी है वो. You say that hathi is 2500 kg. Not in the waking. There's a dream का measurement है वो. We are asking from the waking plane. Is there any pramana to measure the elephant of the dream? That is what pramana shunyata, lakshana shunyata. In the same way, in the जागृत अवस्था, you say, ठीक है, स्वप्न का हाथी नहीं है. जागृत अवस्था का तो है ना स्वामी. हे हाथी है, इसका रंग है, रूप है. No, it is all apramana. Why? Because it's all relative. Is it not? Interesting point, the hathi. When you look at a particular distance, it appears to be so high to you. When you go 100 200 meters, उसका size कम दिख रहा है कि नहीं? No, you have to pakka tell, is the hathi big or small? You can't say big or small because as the distance is going away, it is appearing smaller. 1 किलोमीटर से देखोगे तो हाथी चींटी के समान दिखेगा. So it's not, it's a relative pramana, not prakka pramana. So to weight of the hathi. The weight of the hathi is 2000 kilometers on the earth plane. Go to the atmosphere, go to the vacuum. हाथी को आकाश में ले जाके तोलोगे तो उसका weight ही नहीं रहेगा वो. So the weight of any object on this world is relative because of the gravitational pull. Otherwise, and then scientifically also you see the mass and weight are mutually interrelated and all. अब उस सबको देखोगे तो हमको पता चलेगा कोई भी चीज प्रमाणजन्य नहीं है लेकिन काम चलाऊ है. This is the important. It is not real, but for Vyavahara, it is useful. Those who are Vyavahari interested, for them it appears to be real. But with other explanations or logics, it is Lakshana Shunyam or Pramana Shunyam. This is how the highest Vedanta. Then what will be the answer finally to everything that is happening in the world? Means what? In absolute reality, it is not happening. But in the relative reality, it is appearing. Then what is the answer? Answer is inexplicable. That inexplicability is called as Maya. But then there is something other than all of this drama happening called as self. Self also inexplicable, but unreal like the not unreal like Jagat, but it is experiential. When you experience it, it is there. And that no guru can prove us unless we reach to that. And every disciple was in that type of doubt and despair when he was at the disciple level. With all the faith on the guru, when he practiced and when he came to the experience is got, but still another despair continued to him that he could not convey to the disciple, like his guru was not able to tell to him. Then what his guru told, same thing he tells him, बेटा मैं भी तुम्हारे तरह डाउट किया गुरु को कुछ समय, कहा परमात्मा नहीं कुछ नहीं, but somehow one day faith came, I practiced, I experienced it, but unfortunately the experience is such that I can't tell you. Today somebody sent that message, praise Bhagavan Sri Ramakrishna Paramahansa's Jayanti. Always the disciples and Vivekananda used to ask, please tell us that Nirvikalpa Samadhi experience. He said, chalo, I'll be tell right now. Then he used to go to that experience. When he comes back, he can't tell. Then he used to cry that I am not able to tell these fellows because it cannot be told. There are no comparative objects or the words or experiences which can be relatively told like that. Aisa hai waisa. Every time he used to, and they used to wait eagerly. He used to take sometime 1 day, 2 days to come out of that. 3 दिन का महाराज कैसा है बताओ. अरे क्या बताओ यार, नहीं बता सकते उसको. बस एरी बताओ is झूठ. But experience was there. In the same experience, when the disciple Vivekananda also got by the toucher and all, then he said, yes, I got it. Again, the same problem can't be explained. World is seen but unreal. It can be explained to some extent but not beyond. You have to believe and remove the reality given to the world. The self is always there, experienced also, but cannot be explained. And yet, you have to have faith in that and go to that experience and start believing it. That's how the Paramatma and the Jagat in Vedanta are explained by the highly evolved these people. Evolution at the level of intellect based on Shastra, based on the logic. Then experience. Experience के बाद तो पक्का है ही. They are explaining experience only. यहाँ what the Karikakara is saying that Brahma alone is real, Ajata is an experience. It is not a satisfaction for the intellect. No. Brahman alone is there. Everywhere so, a wave is there in water. I told you the other day, wave is never born from the water standpoint. If it is born, you have to show both the disappearance of water as well as the appearance of the wave independent. Can you show the wave independently? No. Can you prove the disappearance of water? No. Therefore, neither water disappeared nor wave appeared. Therefore, where is the creation? Interesting. But water is seen by the eye. Your mouth talks it as a wave. That is for Vyavahar. But in the higher logic, higher, deeper contemplative thinking, what is there always? Water only. Where is the wave? No wave. In the same way, what is there is Parabrahma. Where is Jagat? Nowhere. That is a contemplative, meditative level. If that height is not reached in intellection, you see with the senses the world is there and you contact it, you get the experience of Shabda Sparsha Rupra Sagandha और मजा लगता है. ये तो मजा नहीं है, सजा है. It is hiding the infinite bliss of yours. So lakshate, lakshana shunyam, lakshate anayat, lakshana pramanam, pramana shunyam ubhayam, chittam chaityam dvayam, yataha. Then how come that tanmatena eva, tat chittataya eva tad gruhyate? That means what? The main mantra mein tanmatena eva gruhyate means tat chittataya eva gruhyate. The tanmatena tat chittataya was, which was said already, havesha. This is what the crux of Vedanta. Here only again, yesterday also we concluded almost same thing to today also. Kita chittataya. The chitta means your insistence. Your insistence is making them appear and stay as real. Like in the house. Where is TV? Where is chair? Where is sofa? It is only your insistence. But wherever you have put it is unreal because anywhere you can put them. And all is again your chitta only. कि यहाँ लगने से अच्छा दिखेगा, वहाँ लगाने से अच्छा दिखेगा. It's all your imagination. And which is not matched with others. Even if it matches, just because matching it is not real. It's only the imaginations have matched. So the wife said, let us put TV here. It's only imagination. Husband also हाँ बढ़िया है. That doesn't mean that putting there is a thing reality. दोनों का imagination match हुआ. Otherwise TV can be put anywhere. That's why people put everywhere. It's not that everybody in every house they have put the TV at that place only. अगर वो सत्य होता तो वहीं रहना चाहिए. एक ही जगह नहीं है तो असत्य है, मिथ्या है. You understand how to use the logic to understand the subtle truths. And see, you have put at that height TV. बट जब गर्दन में दर्द होने लगा तो उसको लोअर करोगे आप. अब आंखों में रोशनी कम होती है तो यू पुट इट मोर क्लोजर टू यू. इट्स ऑल रिलेटिव. You understand this logic? What he's saying is, tan matena eva tat chittataya eva tad gruhyate. Means what? It is in your chitta, therefore it is. In reality, it is not. It's a very sublime logic. Like in a market, these are the objects are there. Why? Because the buyers are going for those. If all the buyers stop buying that object, that will never come to market. When it doesn't come to market, it will not even be produced also. पूरे दुनिया के सब लोग चावल खाना बंद कर दें, चावल उगेगा ही नहीं है. टमाटर बंद करो खाना, it will extinct only. If it can extinct, that means it is not real. If it is appearing, means you are doing it in your chitta, the kalpana. जब चित्त के कारण वो है, actually नहीं है. The chitta means तच्चित्ततया एव गृह्यते, तन्मतेन एव गृह्यते. It's your own opinion which is creating it. If you drop it, it is gone. That much only it's reality. Every relativity, everything is tanmatena eva. Then, basing on this only, the Bhagavan gives different dehas to us. Your chitta is of human, so human body given. Right now also, in the chitta, the vrittis are of human, you behave like human. If the vrittis are like animal, you behave like animal. वही तो दिख रहा है ना आपको. कौन सा चीज स्टैंडर्ड है? कोई स्टैंडर्ड नहीं है. If that is not standard, it is unreal. Because if it is reality, it should be standard. The question is answered now. If the world is experienced, how it is happening? Because tanmatena eva tat chittataya. It sorts out lot of the subtle doubts. टंग है इसलिए टेस्ट है, टेस्ट है इसलिए टंग. बिना टंग का टेस्ट नहीं होता, बिना टेस्ट का टंग नहीं होता. दे आर म्यूचुअल रिलेटेड. इन रियलिटी बोथ ऑफ देम वर नॉट रियल. लाइक दैट. भयंकर होता है ऐसा न्याय शास्त्र. लॉजिक कहते हैं इसको. वी आर यूजिंग लॉजिक फॉर वेदांत, नॉट फॉर मेकिंग अदर्स सफर. चीटिंग ट्रबलिंग करने के लिए नहीं है वो. दैट वे आल्सो लॉजिक कैन यूज. दैट्स हाउ थ्रू लॉजिक गफलत करके द कोर्ट में the culprit is discharged, a person who has not done mistake is punished. दोनों होते हैं. That fellow who is put into the jail, though he has not done the crime, he will never get the answer कि मेरे को क्यों अंदर डाल रहे हैं, मैं तो कोई गलत किया ही नहीं. बट अलग अलग प्रूफ्स करके कर देते हैं उसको. In some offices, somebody else does mistake and puts the other fellow, and he has no lawyers to help him, no evidences to go. See, to prove somebody is a criminal, also evidence required. और नहीं है तो उसके लिए भी साबित करना पड़ता है. वो नहीं है उसको अंदर डाल दे. वेरी फनी दिस वर्ल्ड्स लॉजिक. एनीवे, Yeah. Now example. Nahi ghatamatim pratyakhya ghata gruhyate. Without the ghata vritti, the ghata cannot be there. Then same way, na ghatam pratyakhya ghatamatihi. See, if you have never seen a pot, you will never have a thought of pot. If you never have a thought of pot, you can never see a pot and recognize it. Therefore, which is the cause of which is pramana and which is prameya? Pramana is means of knowledge. Prama is the knowledge of the object. Prameya is the knowledge. So where is the pramana prameya sambandha in that? Kalpayitum na shakyate iti abhiprayah. See, inquire karo, homework for you it is. Like in my mind, a thought of pot came. Yeah. So unless the pot is seen somewhere, sometime, if not this life, earlier life, thought will never come. It is a rule. So, secondly, if at all you have seen a pot somewhere, unless somebody had thought of it, you would have not created it. Therefore, the pot seen is a cause of this thought, or this thought is a cause of this pot. Which is pramana, which is prameya. You can't decide. Therefore, both thought and pot are illusion, unreal. Then what is real? All these inquiries happening in the intellect in the presence of a conscious self, that alone is real. Because that also doesn't fall under pramana prameya because it doesn't require. Here pramana prameya vyavahara is not there to disprove the presence of the object or the thought. There pramana prameya ki zarurat nahi hai because everybody is experiencing, they exist, they are conscious. My existence, my consciousness. Does it need any pramana to prove? Or is there any pramana which can disprove it? My intelligence and all of them are different. They are the upadi. But the actual, the nascent, the innermost experience which I am going through every moment that I exist and I am conscious. इसको कोई भी प्रमाण की जरूरत ही नहीं है प्रूव करने को कोई प्रमाण उसको नकार भी नहीं सकता That is why Pramana Prameya Vyavahara is not there in the Atma and in the Jagat doesn't fall in the any Pramana Prameya, therefore Jagat is unreal. This is what is the logic which our Karika are using to disprove the Dvaita Jagat completely. What is there is only Parama. So first he gross rejected by saying that every gross experience comes only in the presence of Chitta. Is it not? No, grass is gone. In the Chitta, Chitta depends on Vastu, Vastu depends on Chitta. Therefore, they don't have independent Prameya, Pramana Prameya, Vyavahara. Therefore, both of them are unreal. And why am I experiencing? Because Tachittataya. You are insisting, therefore you are experiencing. If you don't insist, it is not there. That's how the entire world is only insistence. If you stop insistence, anything you stop the insistence, it is going away. If you drop the insistence, the entire world, the whole world goes away. Self, whether insist or not, it will not go away. That is why it is real. अब जितना भी मना करो आत्मा को आप निकाल नहीं सकते हो इसलिए उसको रियल कहा So I can't help that I am the self. What to do? I am not able to be not self. By what means? So too I can't help that I am not jiva or body because I am never the jiva or deha on the higher logic. Further we'll see. यथा स्वप्नमयो जीवः जायते मृतेऽपि च तथा जीवा मे सर्वे भवन्ति न भवन्ति च. So when we ask about the experiences that we are getting in the waking so solidly and how to deny them, I am seeing the things, I am seeing the people, I am relating with them, I am talking to them, they are responding to me also. Everything, and I can say I'm born, I was a child, I'm growing, I was youngster, middle age. So इतना solid मुझे सब कुछ अनुभव आ रहा है. How can you deny that? Answer is what? The denial of all of them will happen only in the experience of the self. Point two. Yet to experience the self, you have to devalue it. For devaluing it, we will give you examples. With the examples of that, you accept the probability that you can devalue, deny it, and reach to the self. Up to that much we can help. एग्जाम्पल्स देकर उसी के तरह ये भी है, ऐसा हम आपको कह सकते हैं. Using those examples, you should also start accepting and feeling the presence of the self beyond all that and the absence of these things other than the self. Then keep practicing, you will reach it. Other than that, no technique. Three examples are given. Swapnamaya jivaha, mayamaya jivaha, nirmitika jivaha. They're all born, growing, dying, but unreal. In the same way, this. You are talking about one birth of yours and growth of yours, experiencing it and saying it is true. I am not able to give it up or accept it is unreal. I am giving you three examples. Tagda, which when were there, appearing as real, but when you have awakened to a different stage, you understood they are unreal. One Swapna, second Maya, third Nirmitikaha. Tomorrow we'll see exhaustively. यथा स्वप्नमयो जीवः जायते मृते च तथा जीवा मे सर्वे भवन्ति न भवन्ति च यथा मायामयो जीवः जायते मृते च तथा जीवा मे सर्वे भवन्ति न भवन्ति च यथा निर्मितको जीवः जायते मृते च तथा जीवा मे सर्वे भवन्ति न भवन्ति च न कश्चित् जायते जीवः सम्भवस्य न विद्यते एतत् तदुत्तमं सत्यमित्र किञ्चित् न जायते चित्तस्पन्दितमेवेदं ग्राह्य ग्राहकवद्वयं चित्तं निर्विषयं नित्यमसङ्गं तेन कीर्तितं योऽस्ति कल्पितसंवृत्त्या परमार्थेन नास्त्यसौ परतन्त्रापि संवृत्त्या स्यान्नास्ति परमार्थतः अजः कल्पितसंवृत्त्या परमार्थेन नाप्यजः परतन्त्र अभिनिष्पत्त्या संवृत्त्या जायते तथा अभूताभिनिवेशोऽस्ति द्वयं तत्र न विद्यते द्वयाभावं समुद्वैव निर्मित्तो न जायते यदा न लभते हेतुः उत्तमादो मध्यमान् तदा न जायते चित्तं हेत्वावे फलं कुतः अनिमित्तस्य चित्तस्य यानुत्पत्तिस्वाध्याय अजानस्यैव सर्वस्य चित्तदृश्यमिति तद्धितः बुद्ध्वा निमित्तां सत्यां हेतुं पृथुवनाप्नुवन् वित्तशोकं तदा काम भयं पदमश्नुते अभूताविनिवेशाद्य सदृशे तत् प्रवर्तते वस्तुभावो न बुद्ध्वैव निसङ्गं निवर्तते. All very high level. The one who is full of vasanas, raga, dvesha, too much identity with the deha, established in all the bandha, mitra, shatruadi. Their intellects are so overpowered and colored by this samsara and vyahara that they are not available for these subtle thinkings. इसलिए उन सबको कम करके छोड़ के तब आकर बैठो मांडुक्य परिषद क्लास में. देन यू विल बी लिफ्टेड टू द हायर लॉजिक्स एंड थ्रू दैट टू द हायर अंडरस्टैंडिंग्स. And the final understanding is only Parabrahma is there. Other than him, nothing is born, nothing is there, nothing destroys. Remember, in Vyavahara भी वो नहीं है, in the vocal expression भी नहीं है, in the intellectual thinking में भी वो unreal है. This came again in earlier skandhas or earlier, let us say, prakaranas. After the 12 mantras of the main text, Agam Prakarana mein, when the commentary to them was given and the later topic was developed, also in the first 30 mantras of Vaitatya Prakarana, these were already proved. It again repeatedly proved in different angles. Then the crux is what? Whether you practice and experience or not. Mandukya हिसाब से final essence is Advaya Brahma alone is. Other than him, the Samashti Jagat and Ishvara are there, the Vyashti Jagat Jiva is there. Alone. Listen more and more, you will know it. Om, 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 Om. In our Shakti series today, we pray to our Mother Lakshmi Mata to bless us with the outer Sampada, innermost. After listening Mandukya, we'll ask only for the Atyuttama Jnana Sampada. Okay? Tomorrow, Saturday, some other God we take up. ओम पूर्णमद पूर्णमिदं पूर्णात् पूर्णमुदच्यते पूर्णस्य पूर्णमादाय पूर्णमेवावशिष्यते। ओम शांति शांति शांति। हरि ओम श्री गुरुभ्यो नमः परमऋषिभ्यो नमः परब्रह्मणे नमः श्रुतिमात्रे नमः तत्सत् ब्रह्मार्पणमस्तु। मन्दोकमहर्षिः गौडपादाचार्यवर्याय आद्यशङ्कर सद्गुरवे नमः। गीता 4th chapter will do.